No, that's not Lil 2-3 and he knocking it.
All right, welcome to another episode of the Interview with Fat Funny. Today we got R&B up-and-comer Jazz.
What's going on, bro?
So what's up? So first, before I say that, just make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let's get into you. All right, so just tell us who Jazz is.
I'm an R&B pop singer, musician, actor. Just cool young dude, you know, making music and just living life, having fun, trying to touch as many people as I can.
Like that. All right. So when did you first discover you can sing?
Probably like 2 years old. Probably earlier than that, but like to around 2 years old.
So 2 years old, you was just hitting notes.
Yeah, I mean they weren't good notes, but like,
so that's
it was like the potential, you know. People were like, "Oh, snap!" Like, oh, it's something there, you know what I mean? And like that's when I got the love for it. And to me, when you get the love for it, that's when you can do it. Yeah.
All right. All right. So you said you could sing. Well, you can't sing, but like, so do you find yourself like randomly singing around the house, around people? Because I know if I could sing, I'd be just everywhere.
All the time, bro. All the time. It's one of them things. Like I ask people, am I being annoying? Because I just bust out singing the most popular song out or something like that. And most people, they like it.
If you can sing, yeah. If I do the shit, they're gonna be like, hold on, wait now, can we do something else?
Yeah.
All right. So before I get into the interview, I feel like I had to do this because I don't know if you watched that Versus with Ray J and all them. My whole childhood was fake. Nobody could sing. So before I go further with this interview, can you just sing something for the people live so I know I'm not telling a lie? You an up-and-comer singer.
I got you.
And you sound like me. So let's
go. I'm going to do the song you was just listening to. Okay. Someone to go round, switch till you tap out. Watch the way I put it on you. Break your back out. Who you know gonna do you better? Gotta get you wetter. Swear that I could give you pressure. No.
All right, so yeah, he can sing, yeah. So he good. So I was watching your 300 Unplugged interview.
Yeah.
So you said your family was a whole bunch of musicians. Do you think that influenced you to go further with it, or it just was it like competitions at home? Like how was it at home growing up with a whole bunch of?
It was both. It was like one of them things we watching. I'm the youngest, so I was watching all my older siblings doing it, and of course I was influenced and was like, dang, I want to do that too. But it was also like the spirit in me. I was too young. They wouldn't let me do it, so it was like I wanted to
Michael
do
Jackson.
it more.
Yeah,
you know, I wanted to do it more because they just wouldn't. It wasn't messing with me, so it put like that drive.
I think I'd be more competitive because you think I can't do it? Watch, I hit the note right.
Right. Let me show you something. Yeah.
Right. All right. So, what are some of your musical influences?
As far as like people.
Yeah. What made you say, besides your family, what made you say, yeah, I want to do this, or I think I can do this?
Michael Jackson from like the rip, like that was probably like. He was probably all I needed as far as influence. He was the first one and like the only one for a long time. And then like as I got older, I started watching people like Chris Brown and Usher, you know, Trey Songz, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake, people like that.
That's real different than each group of people. Like 4 of them can actually sing. All right, so so what sparked your interest? What in them sparked your interest to say, oh, I can do that and I can do that better?
I just think that I related to them and like I felt like what they felt like as far as music and like dance or just stage presence. I felt like I could relate, you know, like when they were doing certain things, I just related to it. That was like my natural instinct as well. So it was like, oh, I could do this. Like, you know, I feel like I can do this. And then of course I had people around me that were like supportive and I was young and I was like, you know, it was a cute little kid singing and dancing. So it gave me like that support that I needed.
Yeah, I think that's good because I think you got to stay with it. Because a lot of people say when you interview an up-and-coming R&B singer, Michael Jackson, do you see him perform and it's slop? It's not nothing Michael Jackson would do. So like if you said, just my advice is just stick with whatever you're doing. All right, 100%. So do you write music or is it just a little like, here, Jazz, sing this song?
No, I write my music. And if I don't write the whole song, it's like I co-write it with some, you know, fantastic writers out of Connecticut, New York, Atlanta, wherever wherever we are at the time, and the vibe is there. It's never really like planned, like, oh, let's just go do this. It's always a vibe, you know what I mean? But I do write.
All right, so that's gonna be my next question. Like, what's the writing process like for you? Because a lot of people, they have wild stories of how they write music, how they create. How do you create music?
It really, it just goes off of like sometimes I'll be kicking it with my bro, and we could be in like a Dave and Buster's line, which happened before, and like a melody would come to my head, and I'd be like, start singing something. Maybe just slow down and stop running, call town to meet up, and I take my phone out and audio recording. Other times we in the studio or we at the crib and there's a beat playing, and we just like, however it comes out. That's just how we do it.
So how do you describe your type of music? I was listening to your music. I was trying to put a name on it, but I really couldn't put a name on it because there's one song that sounds like this, but one song that sounds like this. How do you describe your music?
Totally unboxed. So I'm happy that you feel that way. Like I want that feeling of like, it can go anywhere. So
you can't categorize
it.
I just sing. Like
so I like to make like the big records, the top 40 ones, like the ones that everyone gonna love. Like shout out to Bruno Mars. You can't really say like what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just does, and we just love. And that's the category I'm in. I think I'm in like that loving music category. Let's just love the music.
I'm glad you said that. With the state of music right now, especially R&B music, I figure male music, ladies are bringing it back.
Yeah.
Are you think you the one that can really put male R&B back on? And I'm talking about the 90s R&B when niggas was singing, not this stuff they was like
two-step in the
not this. Yeah. Do you think you could be the one to give us good music now? Music ain't been good for a while. If we're gonna be honest.
For sure, man. I think that I definitely can power push us back to where we need to be, and then there's some great people as well that are coming up that I know. Shout out to all my guys that are doing music right now, and it's a lot of great young R&B people that we're pushing the scene, and but I do feel like my music is going to push R&B, not just even R&B, but like male singers, period, because it's like you said, it's a very female dominated.
I feel like after Usher Confessions, it just went downhill. Like nothing was really. Chris Brown was just there, but like far as like, oh shit, this nigga singing is.
It went down. You right.
Yeah. So why do you think you could be the next one? It's good to say my music, but like, what are you gonna say? Like when I see Jazz, like he got it.
Well, I think that is a feeling. Like I feel like it's the feeling. I think it all goes down to something that people call it factor, and it's like a feeling. It's not really like a thing you can do or something that you can teach. It's more so how you feel when someone walks into the room or when you see them on stage. And I think stage presence, your musicianship, your writing skills, the way you interact with your fans, it all plays a part in bringing the culture back to what you're trying to do. And I think that I'm bringing all of those things in a package.
Okay, that's cool. Do you play instruments or anything, or are you just like a singer?
Yeah, I play the piano.
Oh, okay, so you could sing. Yeah, so you're an artist. So
You're
talented. That's what they call. All right, so what's your favorite R&B song of all time?
Dang, man. My favorite R&B song of all time? Bro.
You give me more than one if it's more than one, but...
That's hard. Probably like I don't even know, bro. It got to be like some probably. Do we consider "With You" by Chris Brown?
Yeah, that's R&B. I still think Chris Brown R&B.
Okay, yeah. That's like one of the ones that started me off. So I think that's like goes down as one of my favorites. "With You."
All right. Yeah. So what's your favorite song? Say you going through something, you got to get this emotion out. You just say you go in the room somewhere and just start singing.
What song is that going to be? Definitely something by like Justin Bieber or something. Like it's like some.
You singing "Baby"? Wait.
Nah. He got some stuff. Nothing Like Us. He got some. More Than This by One Direction. Yeah, More Than This by One Direction. That's the one.
Okay. All right. So since we came out of COVID, your manager sent me like everything you've been doing. You've been working. Yeah. First, tell me about your management team, and then just tell me about some of the performances you did.
Shout out to Music Box Recording Group. That's the family. That's Music Box for life. Number one. It's a company based out of Miami, and it's not really just management. I mean, really operating as like a whole like label for real with the insight and it's bringing back artist development. So like you don't have to come 100% prepared how most labels are. Labels are just banks today. They want you to come packaged and ready to be shipped out. They don't do artist development. So shout out to him because he's one of the only management people that decide that they're going to take on new artists and artists develop them and put them with the songwriters that are writing your favorite songs on the radio and getting you the right people to get where you need to get. So that's
So who was him? You said shout out him. You didn't say a name or anything.
Terry Moss. Shout out to Terry Moss, Music Box Recording Group. So.
How do you link up with them? Or was just like you seen you on Instagram or something? Or
it was from a DM I sent. So he commented on something. I ran this ad and he commented on it in 2020 and I DM'd him and was just like, yo, I would like do anything to get the opportunity and I really feel like I'm the next star and that you should, put your trust in me. And we were about to make a song and then he called me like, hey, what's the management situation? And then we got it figured out and here we are today.
That's sometimes how it works. Shit happen overnight.
Overnight, man.
And you got to just cast out like, yeah, I think I'm the one. And if somebody hear you, I think you the one too. Now we're 1 and 2.
Exactly.
All right, so you open for Mariah the Scientist, J.I., and Little TJ.
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience. Coming from like an up-and-coming artist and sometimes performing in like a smaller crowd with 10 to 20 people then opening for these bigger names. How was that experience for you?
Well, first, I love the bigger crowds. The 10 to 20 would make me like nervous. That'll like make me like jittery. But the tons of people, how I see it is like I sing for people all the time. And like 9 out of 10 of those people usually like it. You know what I mean? They're usually like, dang, bro, you sound good. It might be one person that's like, man, you pitchy. But it's
Just the hater though. You can't like that nigga. You know I sound. Come on.
Right. But 9 times out of 10 they like it. So when I see big crowds, I'm like, the energy for the most part when I go out there is gonna be good. So I go out with a confidence of just having it, and Mariah was amazing. Shout out to Mariah the Scientist. Shout out to Romello. It was just a dope experience and the crowd was amazing. Shout out to Lil TJ and J.I., two amazing artists as well, and that experience was incredible. The crowds, I love live shows. So.
Okay, so you feel like those performances, did it build your confidence doing them? Like each show got better, or like you think you had it together from the first show?
No, it definitely builds. I think my confidence builds like every day. That like because I work hard, so like every day I'm doing something to feel like I'm more of that artist that I need to be, and so I think every day my confidence builds. So it built up through each show. So the last show was that you named was the TJ show. So that one I was the most confident.
Okay, because I feel like you've been through it now. So you're I got my stage show together, basically.
Right.
All right, so the 300 Unplugged. Yeah. Tell me about that, how it came about.
Yeah, okay, so shout
That's
out.
big. That's like, you had 250,000 views. I said, okay, he working.
Yeah. Shout out to Omar from BMI. That's my guy, and he called me with the opportunity to do the Unplugged for 300, and he called me a few months before then, and I pulled up in around January-ish, I think it was, months later, and we did the show. It was amazing. Shout out to Kevin and the whole 300 team. It was dope. It was a dope experience. That was my first time singing those songs with the live band, so it was like it felt good. Shout out to the band. It was an amazing band, and it was a great experience.
So like, was it, how to say, you got to meet Kevin and everybody, right? Or it was just it was
Kevin wasn't there that day because at the time, what was it, man? I think there was a storm. Yeah, there was a storm the next day. So how they hit me up was like, hey, you can come today, and then like we do your whole show in one segment because there's a storm tomorrow, or like we can push it back and wait. And
let's get this done now. I'm out here. We ready.
Let's do it. Let's do it in one day. So unfortunately, I didn't get to meet Kevin that day, but in due time.
No, that's so good. I just want to see how the experience, how they set it up. Is it really hands on, or was just
very hands on? And it's like definitely an experience. Like I think that they're doing something great for independent artists.
They really are that. Because that's a spot. Like you go from 50,000 followers to 100,000 overnight.
Exactly. So shout out to 300, man. Just a great group of people over there, and especially the Unplugged crew. It was amazing.
Okay. So let's talk about your music and any products you got. Okay. Tell me about some of your singles. I listened to a few of them, but let the people know what you got out there.
Okay, I got some singles out right now. I got Cold Town. I got Same Person. I got Someone. I got Find Your Love. I got Rescue. I got Take Your Time featuring DJ G.O.D. And yeah, those are my six out right now. I'm not forgetting anything. Those are my six. I got a lot of music, so I'll be forgetting sometimes what I put out. But those songs are very eclectic. It's nothing is like nothing. You won't listen to Find Your Love and then listen to Cold Town and be like, oh, I'm getting the same vibe.
Yeah,
So,
it's real different.
yeah.
I'm jumping around and trying to see, and I'm like, oh, everything sounds different.
Super different, and like I think it matches mood. You know what I mean? Sometimes I listen to Find Love, I feel like dancing, and then Cold Town is like when I feel more in my getting my bag mood, and I'm chilling, or like I might be going through something, and then I could play Cold Town. And Rescue is like that top 40 that's just like you really feel like singing or like showing compassion. You can sing Rescue.
All right, your debut EP is coming out.
Yeah.
Face to Face. Tell me about
Face.
that. And do you have a date for it, or?
It's coming soon. Hopefully in the next month. We don't have a set date yet, but it's basically finished. And Face to Face is like exactly what it is. I'm face to face with my music. I'm face to face with my fans, with my supporters, with my peers. I'm face to face with the industry, with the world. And that was just the best fit for this project, for the debut, because that's exactly what it was when I got introduced to this industry. It was like you were face to face with it, and you had to just, come out and do what you had to do. And I think the music really shows that what face to face. I think it shows that context in the music in each song.
So if you could, what song, what EP or album could you compare it to right now, or is it something totally different? What was the vibe of the tape?
Let's go like it's a couple people. I think some people would say Chris. I think some people would say Justin, and I think some people I heard crazy things like Big Time Rush. Like I heard the craziest things when people hear my music, and they're like, man, that gave me a nostalgia vibe from like back in the day. So it gets crazy. It's a very wide spectrum. You know what I mean? Very, very wide. But I don't think there's a specific album that has the same taste or like the same eclecticness. I haven't heard it at least. So,
Production wise, you have anybody local up there? Any features local, or it's just?
Yeah, I got my guy Fetty over there. He's made a lot of the he made some of the tracks on it. Features, shout out to John Conception and people of that sort. John Conception is a dope Canadian artist, and I mean he's amazing, bro. He's like that guy. You know what I mean? I'm very inspired by him. He's on the album, and I got my guy HD did a lot of the tracks as well. I wrote with Trayvon out of Atlanta, Randy Class from Brooklyn, I'm from the Bronx, sorry, and just a lot of different people. Shout out to everybody I didn't name, but you are all love.
Oh, so you real hands on. That's gonna be my next question. How hands on were you with this project? But it seems like you were basically like the mastermind, basically of this EP.
Yeah, I try to be very involved, man, because I don't want to give anything. Like I'm very particular, and I just want everybody to really feel it and love the music. You know what I mean? It's important.
All right, so what was your biggest frustration creating this project? Because I know first time, man, you work and you think everything gonna go like butter, and then damn, this happened. What was your biggest frustration? How do you handle it?
Oh man, well, this project wasn't called Face to Face. It was called For Better or For Worse, and this was in 2021, and it was called For Better or For Worse, and we had a song called Better Days up there, and it was just, man, I love this song. You know what I mean? Like it was like I wrote the whole thing. It was just amazing. You know what I mean? It was my baby, and we're about to release it. The project, the EP was coming out. It was set to come out. Like we had put it out. We were just waiting back to set it up.
The right time just to go.
Yeah, to just go. And my manager sent me a DM, and I'm like, man, why you send me Vito to my DM? You know what I mean? Like, I listen to Vito, but like I follow him. I'm gonna see it, and I hear the beat. I hear my track playing in the background. And I'm like, man, is my music playing in the back? Like, I'm trying to hear what Vito doing. And I see Jacquees coming to camera and Vito, and they shout out to them, and they start singing this song over the same track. And my manager had to get on the phone with them and figure it all out. And we ended up saying, you know what, let's let them just
I would have dropped it.
have
It's
that
just what it
track
is. What
and,
it is. I would have dropped it.
After that we pulled the whole project down. We pulled the whole thing off and we started again. And I'm actually it was very frustrating in the time. I was like really upset, but it means a lot now. You know what I mean?
And they give you a reality of what the business is really like. Sometimes shit happens. And anything shit just
bro.
happens.
It happens, man. Definitely.
All right, so this is a question I ask everybody that come up here.
Mm-hmm.
Loyalty or respect?
I'm gonna say respect, because if you respect me, I feel like you're gonna be loyal. You know what I mean? Like part of respect. I think respect is like it's different for people. Like certain people, they define respect differently. So my definition of respect has loyalty into it. So if you're respecting me, then you're already loyal to me. So I'm gonna go with respect.
Okay, see, I first went with loyalty, but after I asked this question to everybody gave me, I'm like, well, damn, you're right. That make more sense. So shit, both for me.
Yeah, 100. Same.
All right, so even though you're starting out new,
Yeah.
what is something you want your fans and followers to take away from jazz?
Just the love for music and the love for them. I think like a lot of people might say this, but like I'm really not in this industry to make billions of dollars and I know that success comes with money, but I'm not in this for the money. I'm genuinely in this to share music with millions of people. You know, like I'm really doing this for my fans. I just want to create that solid fan base and just have them for life and they have me, and so I want them to know that it's all genuine. My music that I create is totally for them. The shows, everything that I do is like all based for them. So that's what I would just want them to know, that it's just all for the people.
Real humble kid. All right, so tell the people where they can find your music at.
You can find my music on all streaming platforms, under Jazz, and it's a new single out right now. The newest one out right now, at least, Find Your Love. So it's Jazz, Find Your Love. That's on all streaming platforms. You can follow me on IG at _LifeWJazz, Life with Jazz, but it's a W instead of the with. And that's all platforms right there, bro.
All right, so I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate your manager for reaching out.
Bro. Thank you for having me.
That's it for this episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
Peace.